Welcome along to this video walkthrough of our 2007 Willerby Salisbury. It's a 35 by 12 2-bed. It's got double glazing, gas central heating, and it's priced at 11,445. Going to give you a quick look around the caravan, point out a few bits and pieces with the condition and a few other bits. So let's get on. So you join me here in the living area. As you can see, we've got new carpets in here. Originally you would have had a sofa on the right hand side here, and then a sofa over on the left hand side. So I think two-seaters originally. That left hand one, that isn't original, I don't think. Slightly different upholstery, and then obviously it's missing the other one. So we could take that out and you could fit your own seating in here if you wanted to, or of course you could keep that one and add one, or do whatever you like, but that's as it is at the moment. Good amount of storage in here. You've got all this shelving on my right hand side, as you can see, and then you've got that day seat under the front window, which I always think is quite nice for you to lounge on, or perhaps if you've got a cat or something you might like sitting in the sun. Got some storage below as well with the drawers and shelving, and then of course it's an area for your television over on the right hand side there. Some decent window space across the front of the caravan. We don't have any curtains. It probably originally had curtains, but they've been changed out in favour of blinds, which does, I think, always let in quite a lot of natural light when you can just pop the blinds up to the top and not cover any of the glass over with any of the curtain material, which I just think often blocks some of the light. There's no fire in here. We've done some work. I'll show you in a minute. They did have a wood burner in here for a short amount of time, so we've rebuilt the fireplace, made a new one essentially, and then it's just ready to have an electric fire sat in there, which we can get sorted out for you if you wanted to. I'll show you the panel on the outside in a minute, which we just need to sort out still. We've got a freestanding dining table and chairs there over in the corner. There is a radiator, of course. It's in behind the sofa there in the corner, doing our central heating. There's one exterior door that comes in on my right hand side there, as you can see, onto the vinyl flooring, which has been replaced as well. There's space over in the corner there for an under counter fridge, though as I often say, if you wanted to, you could take out some of that worktop and fit a larger fridge or fridge freezer if you wanted to do that. Turning to our kitchen on my left hand side here, we have a gas oven there as usual. Some of the doors probably got a little bit of delamination going, as we can sort of feel the fronts lifting, and there's a few edges going. Fairly standard stuff, of course, really for a Willerby of this sort of age. Doesn't really affect the use of the caravan, of course, but just pointing that out. But it's a decent enough sized kitchen, sort of U-shaped kitchen there as well, with that storage up on the left hand side, but it does sort of allow it to be a bit more open plan to the living room, but at the same time having that storage. We've got a dividing door, as you can see, that separates off our living areas from the bedrooms. So if we go through there and go to the back of the caravan, same new carpet fitted through there and into our main bedroom. As you can see, we've got a main bed. It's got a lift up bed frame underneath there. See if it's working. There we are. So lift up bed frame, which as you can see allows for some nice storage below the bed, so suitcases or Christmas trees or whatever, and good storage really across the caravan here. As you can see, we've got large wardrobes around the corners. Some of these doors are delaminating again. You can see the plastic starting to come away. We can leave them as they are, or they could be, well, this colour actually is quite easy to strip that off and paint it as an alternative to replacing them, but we can see, just to show you that with these doors there, it's giving way at the top there, so this front is coming away. But like I say, it's fairly easy to strip that off and just paint it with a paint that's similar colour to the other doors, and should be okay. No curtains as it stands in here. As you can see, we've got the window there on the offside and the gas radiator. We've got a Jack and Jill bathroom, so there is a door in from the main bedroom into the ensuite, into the bathroom, sorry, but it can also act as an ensuite. I'll go in there in a minute just to try and avoid confusion. So coming out of the main bedroom, turning immediately to my right, we've then got a twin room. So we've got two single beds there, some overhead storage there at the head end, and then also a little bit of extra shelving at the top there. And then we've got our wardrobe unit. There is an electric plinth heater fitted below the wardrobe unit there at the bottom that you might be able to see. So there are some electric heaters as well. I think the central heating was fitted afterwards. So it was a standard electric heater caravan that's then had central heating fitted. So hence why it's still got those plinth heaters as well as radiators. Coming to the bathroom then, as I said, that can act as an ensuite or main bathroom as it is Jack and Jill. You've got toilet there, and you've got sink, and you've got shower. Decent enough size shower. It is missing its shower door at the moment, so we need to sort that out. It's just got a standard single piece there. Needs a sliding door refitted or frame which we'd have to have a look at in due course, but a decent enough sized shower with not too big a lip down the bottom. Coming back out of there then, we've got our boiler cupboard on the left hand side. This has got a Morco GB24 Series 3 boiler in there, so that's a fairly new boiler that's been fitted, I would say, in the last few years. So that's the inside of the Salisbury, fairly decent and tidy. It's had a little bit of kind of retrofitting of a few bits and pieces here and there, but with new carpet and vinyl throughout, it has tidied things up a lot, and a bit of delamination, but there are ways around fixing those bits and pieces. I'm going to jump outside now and I'll show you the exterior. Outside the Salisbury then, walking around, as you can see, you've got that bay window on the front with that decent amount of glass, as I mentioned when we were inside. Coming around the offside, that was obviously the main thing to talk about, was where the wood burner flue came out, which obviously we just need to take that out and replace the panel, is most likely what we do, unless someone comes along, of course, and wants it to stay there. Coming down the offside, there's a little bit of damage, bit of a scuff on the panel, which is a little bit more than your usual sort of lumps and bumps, so I don't really tend to point out any tiny little bits of bumps and dents and things like that, but anything bigger I tend to mention. Going around the back, covered in tiny little flies that are in these trees. Around the back of the Caravan, needs a good wash off, but other than that it's fairly tidy. And down the door side again, couple of smaller lumps and bumps, but nothing too much to worry about, all fairly tidy. Chassis is a standard painted chassis, so it's not galvanised, but as you can see it's pretty solid. Metal's all pretty solid there, so not really anything to worry about with the chassis. So that's been our Willerby Salisbury. It's a 2007 35 by 12 2-bed. It's got double glazing, gas central heating. It's priced at 11,445. If you've got any questions or you want to come and have a look at it, please do reach out and visit us at Winkley. Be very happy to see you. Hopefully we will see you soon.